You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof.
It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick six to take the lead.
Partner, you have to think that this was probably their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, Wilson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Wilson. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Now Wilson on first down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Nagar is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Off play action. It's Howell. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on 3rd down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Here's Jacobs. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And Howell will throw it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Howell, 3rd and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On third down, Wilson. Open man is Michael Thomas. And out across midfield down to the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. There's Wilson to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 14. Here's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
They'll go play action. Howell. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Powell. Quick slant, Dotson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Faking the handoff. Howell. Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Howell now to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Jacobs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at about the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 10.
Play out. 19. Look back.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The slot man in motion right. Looking to throw on second down. Powell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A first down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's second down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now they go play action with Howell. And that is incomplete. That close on third down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
4th down, Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Thomas. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They go play action with Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now...
It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Washington. 75 yards. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Throwing here, Howell. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Josh Jacobs. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. K.J. Hamler, 51 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. Off play action. It's Howell. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now on 2nd and 13, Howell. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. On 1st down, Howell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Robbie Anderson from 21 yards away. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Play action. It's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Touchdown! Travis Kelce, 27 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Second down, Howell now. And this is going to be intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Wilson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Dalvin Cook from 10 yards out. And the Broncos have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Howell. He's got Anderson on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Howell to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good, and it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Broncos, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet. Yeah.